Hurry up, get in, we gotta go. Dude, they're not taking my car. My keys. Dude, they're not getting this car. No f***ing way. My car. They're not gonna catch us, Jordan. They're not gonna get us. Whoa. Bank accounts are running on the empty tank right now. Check this out. According to the Fed notes, delinquency rates on auto loans rose substantially to above pre-pandemic levels by the end of 2023. As a matter of fact, from January 2017 to January 2020, the average required monthly payment increased about $40 a month, from $430 to $470. Now that was then. But now, from January 2020 to January 2023, the average required monthly payments increased from $472, drum roll please, $600 a month. That is a lot more. That is a sizable increase, and that prevailed across the entire credit score distribution. So let's dive a little deeper into what these delinquencies are and why they're on the rise. Well, it's pretty easy to see. It's all due to the amount of the loans. And the amount of the loans generally comes down to the monthly payment, because those two are correlated. So if you look right here, they rose due to larger loan sizes, not higher interest rates. We were in really low interest rates back then. So this is problematic, more specifically for low credit score borrowers, because they experience the largest loan increases. But on top of that, if we look at future delinquency trends, used car prices have fallen recently, okay? So since 2022, the peak, that's when car prices have been beginning to decline, and we're going up right into late 2023. However, loan rejection rates have hit all-time highs in mid-2024. So what that's basically saying is it's saying that there's tighter lending standards. And I've been saying this, the banks are not lending like they were. Interest rates are higher, banks are holding off on lending, and there are much stricter standards for newly originated loans, which means delinquency rates, they are definitely about to shift, particularly for the low income and low credit score borrowers. This is just starting, folks, but it's going to get worse. In today's video, we're going to talk about what the car industry is telling us about the future economy. My name's Chris Naugle, and this is What Now? What's next for cars? I mean, come on, let's be real with ourselves. We all know the price of things have gone up, or, the price of your dollar has actually gone down, so it requires more to buy things, but who cares what all that comes down to? It just means things are getting harder for all of us. The cost of things are out of control. When we look just a few years back, we're like, what happened? Well, inflation happened, folks. And you know what? We're gonna really hyper focus on the auto industry and what some of the signs in that industry are telling us. And the signs are delinquencies are going up. Check this article out from Axios. It says, auto borrowers are missing car payments. That's the latest sign of consumer stress. And when we go into this, these are warning signs from top lenders showing the challenges facing borrowers and how it's going to get worse as the economy worsens. They're literally telling you what's coming because they're just looking at the data. So this article goes on to talk about how borrowers are faced with a double whammy. Whammy.
No whammies, the meat jacket was good.
Big whammy! You guys remember that movie, right? But it's talking about how there's two things that have happened. Number one, the cost for cars, new and used, has gone up tremendously since 2020. But not only that, the cost for car loans has gone up. We've seen higher interest rates in recent years, so that is a double whammy. Higher priced cars, higher interest rates, that's a double whammy. It's a lot of whammies. It also says about 4% of auto loans had monthly payments of $1,000 or greater. I remember back probably a couple decades ago, or not even that far, when you were talking about car loans, you're like, who in the world would pay $1,000 a month for a car? My God, you could have a house. Now people are like, $1,000, $1,500 for my car. Listen, we're just driving around houses nowadays. But that same exact statement is going down in creating some massive problems. As the economy weakens, as people struggle more and more, they're having a hard time making these higher car payments, which means they're defaulting. Not so much defaulting yet, because obviously it's an election year. We can't start talking about default. We're talking about delinquencies. How far behind are people getting with their car payments? Well, this other article talks about that and says they're about 30 days behind. That's the running average. So roughly about 8% of auto loan balances were at least 30 days past due. And this is in the second quarter of the year. The new Fed report said last month that it's even higher. Look at the chart. It's a straight line up for delinquencies. But take a look at this chart, and one of the unique things you should be looking at is, if you're old enough to remember 2008, 9, 10, that was the Great Recession, one of the worst recessions of most of our lifetimes. And if you look at the chart, delinquency rates today are right where they were back during the Great Recession. And we're not even in a recession yet. Or are we? And in case you're wondering, how much does it cost to finance a car? Well, just go to bankrate.com right here and check it out. I mean, we can go through 4.85 to 12.85. Ouch. 5.49, 7.9, 7.24, 6 to 15%. I mean, I could keep going, but look at all of these. That's a big range. But the average person that I talk to that has financed the car recently is somewhere between 6 and 9%. I just literally had a client in here and we were talking about their Escalade they just bought, and I said, what was the interest rate? Over 8%, and they have perfect credit and they're high net worth individuals as well. So I mean, if that's what car loans are today, what does that mean for the car payments? It means they're going up. That's right, and that is where the problem starts, but it doesn't end there. I like statistics. I know they're kind of boring, but check out this one, Wallet Hub right here, auto loan statistics. I mean, how many auto loans are there out there right now? Well, second quarter 2024, there was $1.63 trillion in auto loans. And year over year, that has changed by going 2.78% up. So we are literally seeing that auto loan debt go up, up, and up. I mean, come on, why doesn't everybody know how to get all the money back for every car they buy, drive, and own? Anyway, not important for now. The average balance per household, that's a little lower than I thought it would be at $13,547, but there are a lot of used cars out there. So $1.63 trillion with an average household debt of a little over $13,500. And if we keep going down this article, I think it even gets more interesting. Auto loan trends, the age group at the highest auto loan debt, 40 to 49 years old. And if you look at auto loan delinquency rates, 4.43%. Now that probably doesn't mean anything to you yet, but we're gonna come back to that. Auto loan interest rates on new cars, right in line with what I just said, 8.2% commercial banks and 6.34 finance companies. And then the age group at the highest auto loan delinquency rates, this should come as no surprise. This is the age group that is getting hit the hardest with pricing right now, 18 to 29 years old. And their delinquency rate now is 5.05%. So now let's really put some relevance to this. Well, how much has that really changed? Auto loan debt, right here. Loan debts have surged by 79% over the past decade, from $910 billion to over $1 trillion. And this is the one that I think is the most relevant, auto loan delinquency rate. So auto loan delinquency rates over time. So if we look at how many people are 90 plus days late on their auto loan payments, that's increased by, hold on a second, look at that number, 35.47% over the past decade. Look at the chart. I mean, we are just climbing straight up, and pretty soon we're gonna start seeing levels that match or exceed the Great Recession. Folks, this is not good, but this is telling you what is coming, and what's coming is a weaker economy and more than likely a recession. Folks, you know what all this means? That's right, the Repo Man is coming to a theater near you, actually a house near you, hopefully not yours. Would you listen to that? You know, this winter season, it's not gonna be the sound of sleigh bells, ring, ring, ringing, it's gonna be the sound of tow trucks backing up. Wait a second. Is that a tow truck? Wait, my Porsche? Hey, wait! Hurry up, get in, we gotta go. Dude, they're not taking my car. Shit, my keys! Dude, they're not getting this car. No freaking way. They're not gonna catch us, Jordan. They're not gonna get us.
Go.
Get my seatbelt. We're gonna have a different kind of tow truck if I crash. All right, is he gone?
I think that was
I don't
the
see him.
garbage truck, dude.
No, dude, that was the tow truck.
Pretty sure that's the garbage truck.
Wait, did you see it?
Yeah.
You saw it,
Aren't you-
Gar.
Wait, you have your own bank, don't you?
Dude, that was the tow truck backing up.
I'm pretty sure it's the garbage truck.
I mean, listen, I don't pay the bills. You know, I may have missed a couple payments.
There's no way.
Oh, you're right. This is financed through my banking system, man. I'm not in default. While you're at it, folks, why don't you click that little button right there, the subscribe button, and there's a little bell up top. Smash that bell so you're notified every time we put a new video out, because we're gonna eventually get a video of someone's car getting repoed, and it ain't gonna be mine. Well, where were we at before? We were talking about the statistics. So check this one out right here from Fox. They're talking about how people are actually waiting to buy cars because the prices of their cars are coming down, and they're hopeful they're gonna be able to pick up a car, new or used, for a lower price. And they're also hoping interest rates are coming down, which they are, and that, well, could be worth waiting for. I mean, look at Edmunds right here, said that 73% of would-be buyers for cars are holding off for better pricing. But there's a whole nother issue going on too, and that is called car insurance. Have you looked at the rates on your car insurance? When you renew, you're going to see an increase. On average, car insurance has gone up 15%, and it's expected to keep going up to as much as 22%. Think about that. Take your auto insurance and increase it by 22%. I mean, pretty soon it's almost going to be unaffordable for low-income folks to be able to drive a car. And we need to drive a car in some areas, especially the rural areas. Like, you got to get to work. So like, with the price of cars, the interest rates being high, and now insurance just out of freaking control, it's just becoming unaffordable. And another stat by Edmunds is people are literally taking on additional jobs, like 2 or 3 jobs, just to be able to afford the car they want. I mean, these folks are literally working extra jobs to afford their cars. And that doesn't include the cost of insurance, that doesn't include the cost of food, that doesn't include the cost of fuel or electric. Because I mean, I just did a video showing you how electric cars are more expensive per mile than gas-powered cars right now. Where does all this end? Boy, I don't know. I mean, you wrap all this up and put a little bow tie on it. I mean, you got the highest credit card debts in history, over $1 trillion in credit card debt. You got all your costs way higher than they were previously. You got cars costing a bloody fortune, interest rates being high like they are, car insurance going up 15 to 22%. All I can think of is more people need to learn how to be their own bank, because you know what? I don't know anyone that would complain about paying 8% on their car loan if every payment went back into their account. I don't know anybody that would ever complain if all the payments for all the debts they ever had were paid back to their own private banking system. Now, the downside to that is it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, because building wealth is a marathon. So you can't build your own private banking system right away. Well, I mean, you could if you dumped money in, but in reality, this is something that would take time. So the best time to plant a tree, yeah, it was 20 years ago, but the next best time is now. The best time to start your own private banking system is right now, because the longer you wait, the more pain and suffering you're gonna feel with all these costs of everything going up. It's probably not gonna get much better, folks. So get started taking back control of your money and becoming your own bank. Thanks for joining me. If you liked this video, you're gonna love that one right there, how to get all the money back for your dream car. We'll see you on the next one. My name's Chris Naugle. This has been an episode of What Now? What's next for cars?